Hey Upstreet leaders, this video is for March week 4 and our life app for the month of March is forgiveness, deciding that someone who has wronged you doesn't have to pay. And our memory verse for the month is put up with one another, forgive one another. If you are holding something against someone, forgive, just as the Lord forgave you. Colossians 3:13. So far this month we have talked about the lost sheep, and that was week 1, and our bottom line was God forgives you. Then week 2, we talked about the first half of the prodigal son, talking about the lost son, and our bottom line was everyone needs to be forgiven, even me. Then last week we talked about the second half of the prodigal son, and we focused on the older brother, and our bottom line was when you don't forgive, you miss out. And this week our story is going to be about 77 times and the unmerciful servant, and our bottom line is since God forgave you, you should forgive others, and just talking about how we're called to forgive no matter what. So, make sure if you have kids that haven't been here yet this month, even though it's week 4, still give them a parent cue to take home and a memory verse card to take home, even if this is their first week, just using that attendance sheet in your folder. Also this week, we will probably have kids that are returning their memory verse sticker charts, so make sure if they bring those back and they can tell you their memory verse, that they get to pick a prize from the treasure box. All right, so for this week, the title of the lesson is Dude, Where's Your Forgiveness? And just again, making sure that you're here at 8:30 and 10:30 is so important, just to pray about the kids that are going to be coming. We really do believe that prayer is powerful, and we really want to be praying for our families and kids who are here on Sunday mornings. And then also just a chance to connect with everyone else that's serving and make sure that you've got it all ready to go. So as kids come in and you're playing with toys and getting to know their names, making sure you know them, asking about their week, you can also ask them what's the biggest number that they could think of. And if someone broke their favorite toy that many times, would they let them borrow it again? Good question. All right. So our interactivity is money, 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 money. And what's going to happen is you all have a bag of fake money. And so what you're going to do is you're just going to kind of throw it around your small group area. You can toss it up. You can just kind of spread it out. And what kids are going to do is they're going to race to collect as much as they can, but you want everyone to get at least 10 bills. So you're going to tell them, you guys might want to help your friends. If your friends only have 5, you want to help them get to 10. Everybody needs 10. Okay, so you're just going to kind of spread it around your small group area and let them collect that money. And then you're going to say, so guys, I noticed that a few of you were helping your friends collect money. Today, we're going to learn about someone who got a lot of help with money, but chose not to give any help to others. And then you're going to go down to large group at about 10 after, and sit with your kids and worship with them, help them engage in the story. And then when you come back at 9:40 and 11:40, you are going to play a review activity you're going to do a review activity called I'm the Boss. And what you're going to do is you're going to give each kid this little piece of orange construction paper and this little tag here that says, I'm a boss at forgiveness. And they're going to glue that together, and then they're going to have an orange strip that's going to allow them to wrap it around their arm and kind of like as a band of saying, now, after this whole month, I'm a boss at forgiveness. And we are also going to have, they're like black crosses where you can scratch. And as you scratch, you can like make a picture in the cross. And so just to tie up our whole month with our boxes about forgiveness, we're just going to say that the ultimate forgiveness was Jesus on the cross. And so that's going to be their last tool that they put in their toolbox, just to show that Jesus forgives us so we can forgive others. And that's going to be their last tool to make them a boss at forgiveness. So what you're going to do is you're going to ask kids if anybody can read the badge and tell them that because God forgives us all the time, we want to forgive others. And because God will help us do that, we're all bosses at forgiveness. And you can let kids color and decorate their badges and then help them glue them on their construction paper. And then you're going to wrap them around their arm and secure it with tape or a stapler. And then make sure they can just slide it off. And you guys are going to say, so you guys have been doing such an amazing job at forgiving this month that I think you are officially forgiveness bosses. There is no one as great at forgiving as God, but we can definitely try to love people like he does. And when you're having a hard time forgiving those super tough things that happen, know that since God forgave you, you should forgive others. And remember the happiness that forgiveness has brought you this whole month. Okay, and then we're going to play a memory verse review game called Money in the Air. And what you're going to do is you're going to ask kids if they have ever let go of a balloon outside and watch it fly away into the air. Let them tell some stories if they have any stories to tell. And then tell kids that this month's verse talks about letting go of what someone did to you by forgiving them instead. And when we forgive, we let go of the wrong thing that they did. So explain that the group is going to say a memory verse, and then you're going to let go of all the money that they collected earlier by throwing it in the air. So then say the memory verse, Colossians 3:13 as a group, and have everyone throw their handful of money in the air. And then you can have them help you pick it back up and put it back, and they can kind of collect it, and you can do it again, and you can repeat it a few times, however much you have time for. And then you're just going to say at the end. So guys, our verse says to forgive when we're holding on to something. We can let go of things we need to forgive just like we let go of all that money. So since God forgave you, you should forgive others and let go. And then you guys have a bucket, and you can just kind of collect all that money back into your bucket too at the end. So then to close in prayer, you're just going to tell the kids that since we're all going to be letting go of the wrong things that others have done to us, you're going to sing Let It Go together, and you can just be silly and ham it up and be really crazy by singing Let It Go. They'll have so much fun. And then just close with prayer. So God, I thank you so much that we can have fun with you. Even with a silly Frozen song, you remind us to let things go so we can forgive like you. As we close out our month of learning about forgiveness, let us not be done with fully forgiving and loving everyone we meet. Let us never forget that since God forgave you, you should forgive others. And then as adults come, kids can take home their toolboxes for the month, have them tell their parents about all the forgiveness tools that they learned about throughout the entire month. Tell them about why they sang Let It Go today, because we just need to let go of some things and forgive. All right? That's it for March. Guys, thank you so much for being small group leaders. Be thinking, we're getting ready to expand. The building is coming right along. So if you're in a small group and you have people in your small group that aren't serving, have them come down and shadow for a Sunday and check out serving in the kids ministry. If you have family members that you think would be great at serving in the kids ministry, have them come get an application and check out what's going on down here on a Sunday, because what you guys are doing is amazing, and our kids ministry is just growing every single week. So thank you so much for serving, and I'll see you guys on Sunday.